Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Benjamin, Magnus, and crew play Supreme Rule Ultimate, The Great War, Bundeswehr Bob, Mordred Viking, Commissar Roach. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
Hello.
So
Sounds like a really bad cover band. Benjamin Magnus and the crew.
Benjamin Magnus and the crew. Benjamin Magnus and the crew featuring Bundeswehr Bob.
We play Stairway to Heaven.
That's it. Just that.
Shall I unpause?
Yeah, sure.
I think we should just sit here on the pause screen.
Yeah, it's great fun.
and discuss my non-existent genocide. Unused building capacity. That's because I don't have any. Oh, I got a little bit.
I think isn't that the Ottoman strategy for the Armenian genocide? Just if nobody references it, it didn't happen.
Well, yeah, exactly. Thank you for understanding. Switch to Twitch? Yeah, exactly. Benny and the Jets. Yeah, definitely switching to Twitching.
What is this non-aligned turkey business all about?
How do I align?
I actually have no idea.
It just happens later.
Wait. Does it actually say Turkey?
No, it's Ottoman Empire. But
I was about
Old
to say
habits die hard, Ben.
another copy paste job.
Well, I mean it's July 28th, and I haven't gotten an option or anything. I'll just wait until tomorrow, and if anything happens, then,
Well, the Dutch have
then I'll
declared
do it
neutrality.
manually.
So that's
Austria's just
important.
like, am I fighting yet?
You're waiting on a telegram. Ottomans joined quite late in 1914. Well, that plays right into my wheelhouse. I want a little ham on the construction, so some things are getting delayed, but that's okay for now.
Yeah, because you can't take
Everyone-
bonds out at this era, construction takes longer.
Well, everybody's still on the gold standard right now.
Everyone in St. Tao, go
No,
ahead
you can
and
take bonds
entrench.
out. I can take a bond out if I wanted to.
Only
This
some
is gonna
nations
be
can,
on
and I
YouTube?
don't know what the requirement is.
Yeah, damn straight this is going to be on YouTube.
Germany, why did you build a railroad out into the middle of the desert and just have it stop? Like, it doesn't go anywhere.
There's a railroad. There's a desert in Germany.
In Africa, I've got African colonies.
Oh,
Right. The German colonial empire. I forget
forgot
it because
that
it's the German colonial empire.
See,
That's why I forget
see, American education stops at World War II. We just don't. We skip right over World War One. Just
Well,
that's me.
Let's
That's
be
because
honest here. It's
we
the
showed up
German
late.
colonial empire. It consisted of what? A couple islands in the Pacific and some not really that useful territory inside of
It's
Africa.
what was left over in Africa after the other powers took everything.
Italy's offering me free money.
Sing
Tanzania.
Tao and a couple
it's,
islands.
It's July 30th. Still no options. Like, I mean, I can manually declare war.
Do you want to?
I mean, if
They
I
shot
mean,
your Archduke.
Yeah,
Are
they
you
shot my
gonna let that stand?
Archduke, and this
I can't
cannot
guarantee
stay.
anybody's gonna help you, but
we're allied, aren't we?
yeah, but we don't get dragged into a war automatically.
Well, I mean, all right.
What, are you going to pull a Magnus, Bob?
League of the Netherlands have declared themselves neutral in the current European conflict. They're no one's fighting.
Yeah, this is all the lead up. Oh. There they go.
I'm going to go ahead and support this because Serbs are bad, okay?
I actually accidentally condemned it because the pop-up came right as I dismissed tried to dismiss the Netherlands thing. I might have condemned. I might have condemned my allies. The
Bulgaria declared
Austrians.
war on Serbia. That's okay. You got to help them out, I see. You're not pulling a Magnus.
If you just capitulate out Serbia real quick, maybe we can avoid this whole mess.
Yeah, we just
In
played
my
World War
personal
II.
game, that's exactly what I've done, like 3 times when I've played this.
Just capitulate out Serbia real quick, so there's just nothing.
It's not that hard, even by myself. It's actually pretty simple.
Alrighty. The German colonial empire consists of a sausage farm in Tanganyika.
And they are fine sausages, let me tell you.
Yeah, good imports. So I've noticed that there's this little bar above the map. Entente aligned, Entente leaning, non-aligned, central leaning, central aligned. How the hell do I lean somewhere?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to understand. Maybe if I just give you lots of money. This is why I quit my Soviet Union playthrough, because apparently
There's no politics.
Yeah, I was really disappointed when I learned that right from a dev's mouth. I am so turning this music down.
Yeah, I got mine on 5% or so.
I've got this same German track playing over and over, and it always ends with this really ominous fanfare with the horns. It's just really stop it.
My music is actually very stereotypical like Middle Eastern tune, like something you'd hear if you were in a bazaar in a desert city in Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, hey, you just got the background track. You can
That's
use
a
for your next D&D.
That's a good point.
When you guys finally get to a different continent, I'm gonna have some music to use.
Speaking of that, I really need to finish that world map.
All right, return. Yeah, there. I just turned the music up just a little bit so people could actually hear it. 'Cause mine was really low. It's just standard Aladdin music, basically. You know what's really funny is watch. Now it's definitely too loud. Watching the soldiers walk on the rail lines because they're gliding on wheels and their feet are perfectly evenly spaced on the tracks. So it just looks like these guys have loaded their shoes up on the rail lines.
How goes yours, front Bulgaria?
Oh, it's fine. I got the Serbians coming through in one area, but it's pretty well fortified now. And I got my cavalry.
Am I at war with Russia?
Those airplanes moving at the speed of sound.
I'm hostile with Russia. I'm neutral, though. But they're neutral in the conflict, so I don't think I'm at war with Russia yet.
Well, it would tell you war, so...
Well, I mean, I clicked past a lot of those. So...
I mean, it's possible that they just let, Serbia twist in the wind.
It is a possibility, yes.
So, someone asked how far this scenario goes. This isn't technically a scripted scenario, so you could play this starting in 1914 all the way up to, 2150?
Yep.
Yeah, the whole tech tree is available regardless of whatever version you purchase of the game. So you could have your, Ottoman Empire death robots if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm loving this little Serbian plane flying around.
Oh, there goes Russia. Or that's Montenegro. Okay. Sorry, the flag looks very similar to modern-day Russia, and that was my first thought. And then I remembered, hey, yeah, it's the
Montenegrins everywhere must be offended as shit right now.
Yeah, really.
It looks a lot like the Russian flag. I'm sorry.
Okay. Where's Montenegro?
It's just west of Serbia.
Okay.
But Roach has already got troops there ready to get them.
Yeah, because I've played this scenario before.
I think your horses move faster than any airplanes that are currently in use right now.
Oh, they
That
do.
is interesting.
They move a lot faster.
Don't you all remember the famous biplane horse races of the 1910s?
I know that was a thing with that was actually a thing with trains and horses. There used to be races between a train and a horse to prove which one was better. That, or I may be remembering an episode from Hell on Wheels. I'm not sure.
Probably a little column A, a little column B. So I'll let it go.
I never actually finished the first season. Or no, I got close. I think I got partway through, and then I stopped watching things on Netflix for I don't know, a year. And that's still going.
There's very little Serbian artillery in positions, so...
Rate Wilhelm's mustache. At this point, Wilhelm's had a solid 8 out of 10 mustache. But that was the thing back in the day.
If you look at it, it makes a W for Wilhelm.
Wilhelm's, and then an upside down M for mustache. Although I don't know, Roach's stash burns. Those are kind of funky.
Oh right, yeah, no.
He gives the illusion. He's always talks like this. Very important things happening. Very important things in my life are always happening.
And then mine look pretentious. So is the idea just to let Bulgaria do the work?
You look like someone put too much air into you, Ben.
I'm a little bloated.
Oh.
What was that?
Montenegro declared war on me.
Oh, I thought it was Russia again.
Come at me, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you on that one.
Although, I keep forgetting, the Russian flag is the Russian Empire's flag.
Yeah, no, right? It looks... am I crazy? But that's the Russian flag for Montenegro right now.
I think maybe the red
no,
is a...
it's the Montenegrin flag. Because the Russian flag is the yellow one with the bird.
Oh, man.
Have I joined the war yet? I have joined the war now. Well, technically, I'm just fighting Montenegro because they declared war on me. And even then, like, that would be a very, very loose description of what's happening right now.
Right,
I'm kind of watching Austria-Hungarians just like charge over the border. Did they just declare war on someone else?
No, Bulgaria declared war on Montenegro.
Oh.
Mutual defense.
I think.
Oh, I took Belgrade. Oh.
Yeah, you did about 2 days ago.
Austria-Hungary surprised at its own success right now.
Oh, well, no, I didn't think I had bombarded
Charge
the
those cavalry at the artillery! Charge the cavalry at the artillery, for the love of God! Do it! Go, go, go!
Oh, shit.
I really feel like Serbia needs to be stronger than this. Oh, so someone in my chat wants General Von Funny Hat in the game. He's a World War I general, so he's got to be in here somewhere.
General Von Funny Hat?
What's his? He's got a funky name.
Yeah, no, but he's got the Death's Head. He's got a Totenkopf, but it's a big fur hat, and he's a German hussar or something like that.
No,
there it is.
Oh, hey, there we go. Good thing. It's a good thing 3/4 of the Austro-Hungarian military is deployed on the Russian border.
I'm gonna go ahead and condemn that. I do have. What was that? Bulgaria declared war on Russia. Italian neutrality threatened. Were you just born with a heart of neutrality? Von Mackensen.
Apparently, I've threatened war against Italy for their neutrality, even though I am not fighting Serbia or Russia or anything.
Thank you. I'm gonna call you Taco Bots because that's not how your name's spelled, but it looks like it. Taco Bots. Thank you, Von Mackensen.
Yeah, it's all of these automatic events. They just do things. That's also
well, if those
how
Russians come over the Austro-Hungarian border, I'll see it. Damn it. I don't know if I'll be able to threaten them, but I'll see it.
Let's see, how are we doing in construction-wise? We are 27% done with some of our construction. Call me Taco. I'll call you Taco.
Yeah, my chat's talking about how it's like, what's going on with Serbia? Why did they hold back the Austrians?
Well, one, I'm not incompetent. And yes, I am directly inferring that the Austro-Hungarian military was incompetent.
What was the name of the Austro-Hungarian general that was just so dumb? Oh, fucking hell.
You're gonna have to be more specific, Ben.
No, there was like, I can't remember his name. Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
It's the one that the guy in the Great War channel always goes after, isn't it?
Hotzendorf?
Hotzendorf, that's what it is.
Yeah, Hotzendorf.
Because he keeps... Because I remember, because the guy in the Great War always talks about him. He's like, von Hotzendorf.
Conrad von Hotzendorf. I had like 5 people in my chat at once were just like, Hotzendorf! Everybody knew what I was talking about.
I think. That's a good thing, I think, because that means people are at least somewhat historically literate. Which is good.
From my audience, yeah. Well, like, the people who watch me stream are definitely the people who, you know, are not just the Hoi 4 fanboys. If you're a Hoi 4 fanboy, go fuck yourself. It's that time of day. Kids gather around, old Magnus bitches about Hoi 4.
Not a week goes by.
Nope.
Every day. I think it's every time I talk to you, Ben.
Yeah,
It's at least one reference.
I feel like I'm in the goddamn Twilight Zone here. 100th Battle of the Isonzo. Here we go. I've got.
This is either going to be an amazing, like, encirclement that's going to happen here on the Austrian-Russian border, or I'm going to watch a shit ton of cavalry die.
I've done this before. It's not that hard.
So maybe I'll just watch you fight World War One then.
I mean, I've gotten to the steps of Warsaw with this cavalry.
Yeah, and Napoleon got to Moscow. Hey, who would like to sign a missile defense treaty with me?
Right?
Sounds useful. What are missiles?
Oh, it's all the craze in America, young man.
All right, I want to see. I sent you
to
all
that.
the treaties.
Why don't I join the war? Because Roach is doing a fantastic job, and I wouldn't want to steal his thunder.
Bob doesn't want to be a thunder stealer.
I feel this is payback for something I've done that I don't remember.
Payback for what? You're doing fine.
Exactly.
I like how
you've taken like the Serbian capital, but your Bulgarian allies did a great job. You're encroaching further and further upon Montenegro's capital, and you're handling the Russians. I mean, like what?
you're doing much better than real Austria-Hungary.
I don't see why it was. I don't see why World War I was so hard. Austria-Hungary could have won it by themselves.
I've noticed I'm not getting spammed with trade offers like I was in 2017.
I don't think anybody's got anything to trade.
So, yeah,
That's true.
actually, the biggest problem I'm having right now is military supply shortages.
Yep, me too. It's already happening.
I think you need to secure peace in Europe by ending the conflict. And by ending the conflict, I mean marching peacekeepers to Vienna and setting up a German flag.
You have a flag. The little Fokker-Eindecker models are cute.
Yeah, here's the thing about declaring war on allies. Let me tell you a tale of Germany and France in 2017.
That was a clusterfuck.
Oh, man.
Good times, good times.
France has declared war on the Netherlands. No, both of you are my friends. Why would you do this?
Why?
I will say that the encirclement at the Autobahn was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's basically what you did is you just set up a roadblock in front of them and then behind them. And then just waited for them to run out of baguettes. And brie.
I don't think Serbia exists anymore. Like, it exists on the map, but I haven't seen a Serbian.
Oh, it's because they're all fighting me.
You're just wandering, and there's just all these empty towns.
There's just empty towns. There's nobody in here defending these things.
Hey, the Bulgarian and Austrian fronts are almost linked up.
The problem is, yeah, there's just a complete shortage of military goods already. Like, I'm out.
Well, you got bayonets for a reason.
Apparently,
Do you have
troops don't know
military
how to
goods
use them.
factories?
Nope.
Mordred?
Yeah, I do. I produce 12.
That would be a problem.
I produced 12.
12 bullets per day.
Well, I would build more, but currently I'm going towards producing like natural gas fields and stuff.
I'm
there it is.
Hey, there's Serbia. For a second, I thought I lost. I was like, it's ingrained into me at this point. In all honesty,
I would say the gains from that are pretty fair.
yeah, you took southern Serbia. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, great. All I have to do is deal with the Montenegrins, and and hey, I'm in a one-front war. It's like
Then suddenly Austrian Lebensraum.
Well, I mean, you're doing a lot better than Austria-Hungary. Now, you don't have to deal with sending all your boys to die in Serbia.
So Ben, how about that World War One?
Well, I'm not sure what you mean. I'm
not sure I know what I mean either.
I haven't even built a single building yet.
did they fuck with like balance or something?
Oh wait, no. What's the diplomacy of German Micronesia? Why is German Micronesia's flag the same as the modern Japan's flag? Whatever, they're giving me free money. Yes, all of you should fuel my gas fields. I should probably rethink about how I phrase that as Germans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. This lack of military goods means I can't repair all of my units either.
Well, you're not in combat anymore.
Yeah.
Who are you fighting?
Montenegro.
The who? I don't see no Montenegro.
They're gone.
Yeah, they're not here anymore.
It's just some
yeah,
Bulgarian
that's-
police running through the countryside chasing down just
I
like
was thinking
refugees.
Albania. My bad.
So now it's just Austria-Hungary versus Russia.
And to be honest, that's not actually going that poorly.
Well, thank you for joining us for this series of World War One, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it.
The Great War has ended.
The French didn't give a shit, did they? Neither did
No.
neither did the British.
Well, that's because I didn't jump into the war. Remember, like I didn't declare war in Russia, which would have prompted France to jump in, and then I didn't. There's no Schlieffen Plan happening at all, which prompted Britain to jump in.
To the Russians.
And to be honest, I'm operating at about 60% effort at this point. Like I'm not even like stressing myself to win.
Is it
Maybe
like
maybe
repeat
I
of
should have
2016
taken.
Russians?
Maybe I should have taken the Ottomans. That way, the person who's responsible for, failing and actually creating a world conflict could be like Ben or somebody.
Whoa. Are you saying I'm prone to failure?
I mean,
You are the failure.
Maybe
Sorry.
we need to brew up a new conflict.
You guys don't even have common borders of any kind. I mean, I guess Bulgaria is the common buffer zone.
Yeah.
Border's probably feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Yes.
don't worry, I'd never declare war on Ben. There'd be no sport in it.
In this game, no.
It'd be like punching a baby. It wouldn't. What do I get out of it?
Yeah, come at me at a game I know how to play. Let's see here.
What game's that, Ben?
Mordred, take over Greece.
With what bullets?
Well, they probably can't shoot back either. Or they can shoot back. You've had enough bodies that they can't shoot back for very long. They can't get all of you.
Well, I've already gone over the border into Russia, and this offensive went well. I've taken an entire industrial sector. A shitload of power plants.
I just told my
I
entire
don't
army to
see any
reserve
more
again.
Russians either.
They held out a little bit. They had an artillery piece that was kind of just entrenched.
I would like
and that
to. I would like to remind everybody that everybody moves at the speed of smell in this particular setting. That there are probably Russians on the way. Just they gotta march across Eurasia.
Man, those modern tanks are really out of place looking.
Right.
I just go look at the German military build up. It's horses, old artillery pieces, guys in pickle helms, and a couple leopards.
A 2B leopard just sitting there.
What about France? Well, the inciting incident of World War I never, not the inciting incident. The inciting incident happened, but then the dominoes got removed.
Yeah, the domino didn't fall because the domino was, oh, Germany, help me, from Austria-Hungary. And it didn't. Yeah, we're fine.
Push the button. What?
Nuke him. You got glow rocks. Just grind them into a powder and drop them from planes.
Really, the biggest problem is that I need to start setting up my. Okay, I've been playing way too much Battlestar because I about to set caps. I need to start setting up air patrols so I can see some of this fucking artillery.
I need to get the data list in place.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Ben. Since that rebalance update, that game got fucking hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You can't just spam fighters
Raiders-
and auto win.
Like Vipers are better than Raiders still, but the AI is competent and they will prioritize your fighters.
Mhm.
So you can expect a 1-to-1 kill rate if you're not
Interesting.
paying attention. So
And
it's
that's
it's a
something
lot
I'm
fucking
good
harder.
at. Not paying attention.
True.
Just
Looks
ask
like
any of my. Just look at my cavalry statistics from Ultimate General Civil War. Hey, you guys, charge over there. Now, what's the rest of the army doing?
God.
I think I average about 50 to 60% casualty losses every single battle.
Oh, hey, look, there's some Russian infantry slowly pouring in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of the great powers in this, there was mobile warfare for the first few weeks.
Yes, keep feeding me money, my colonies.
Oh, it's very nice when they do that.
So they just throw money at you?
Well, I'm constantly like almost running like a deficit of my because I'm not taking any bonds obviously because bonds are dumb, and then I'm building like crazy right now to like actually like have oil production inside of Germany, so I'm constantly running the treasury dry. So my colonies are like, have some money to make you not poor anymore.
I realize the problem with attacking Russian territory is the fact that I need airfields for my planes, and it's Russian territory.
Because they only move
So-
like 100 kilometers before they have to turn around.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so
I
I've
just
got
noticed-
to.
I just
Gotta
noticed how
build
many bonds I
airfields now.
have. How do I lock him from doing this? From social spending, taxation?
No. You just look just directly down the one that has a bond thing. Lock that out, and he will no longer take bonds. It's just
I've
a one
got. I'll tell you when I stop scrolling. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So Ben didn't pay attention for the first.
Sounds like the
half hour
Dutch
of this
finance
game.
minister has been in the Ottoman Empire. Good luck with that, Ben. Good luck with that.
Look, a Russian armored car.
Those are pretty good.
I have 60 bonds out.
Bloody hell.
That are how much each?
Like $5 million.
Jesus.
Apparently, the guy was just taking out like a bond every like 18 hours.
Yeah, that's if you have increased treasury policy selected. And they take that to mean just take bonds, take bonds, take bonds.
I have no policy selected.
Okay.
Let's put him on increased revenue.
The Austro-Hungarian cavalry are just massacring these Russians.
Yeah, I see him. You've got like a whole army of cav moving around. Charging armored car with lances.
Hussars, what?
Hey, it's working.
Yeah.
We just flanked around this entire Russian offensive and just fucking wiped them all out.
So is Russia just a
So this
paper
is what it's
tiger?
like. So this is what it's like when Austria-Hungary is competent and know what they're doing.
My chat even just said this is weird. Competent Austro-Hungarians.
I should have been Bulgaria. I should not just let one of you two guys take over Austria-Hungary. It would have been much.
Well, I think everybody expected this to be a little bit more bloody.
I
Wait
don't know how
until-
many casualties I've taken.
Wait until Britain and France join.
12. Well, let's go. I'll go look.
But we're very early still, and who knows what Britain and France are going to do.
You've taken 24,000 casualties.
Most of those are probably taking Budapest, and that's probably it.
Bulgaria's at 19,000, Russia's at 17,000, and nations that are wiped off the map don't exist on the list anymore, it looks like.
Well, yeah, I mean, they... Why should they?
They don't exist, they've never existed.
Because
Their claims of
like,
sovereignty are over-exaggerated.
So Russia could take 100 million casualties, then as soon as they die, it's just like they never existed.
I don't see a problem with that.
The whole Russian army is drunk? Well, I think if they were drunk, they would be fighting better.
They do still just need to arrive. I mean, the problem that Russia had in the First World War was
They
mobilization.
arrived. I killed them.
All of them.
The first attack wave wiped them off.
Yeah, so
I don't know about the next one.
A few defenders from like the nearest barracks did.
Well, I mean, like, the first day of World War I, like 100,000 people died, and like that entire Russian offensive was like 15,000 people. So theoretically, there should be a lot more Ruskies around somewhere.
Bob take Norway? Why?
I
What?
don't know.
What did the Norwegians do to me?
I'm sure they did something, Bob. I'm sure they did something.
What didn't they do? Oh, there's another armored car.
One?
Well, I mean, he's running away now.
I would
Sweet,
like
I can
to-
build supply trucks now.
Approval to issue new bonds. No?
Please, can I take some more money out?
Seriously, there's. I think he took. I think
what
there were more
what'd you do with the money I gave you last week? I don't know.
Last week, yeah, he takes out a bond like more than once a day.
Money you took out 18 hours ago. I put it towards taking out more bonds.
It's this new get-rich-quick scheme. Let me take you through the steps.
Take bonds.
Let's see, reduce debt. Yeah.
The worst part about this is I still have yet to actually get the troops from the Serbian campaign to the Russian front. This was the garrison force that I had to make sure the Russians didn't overrun my north.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real danger of that anytime soon. But then again, we have been surprised by Russia before, so you never know.
Yeah, there was the Great St. Petersburg counterattack.
Bunch of MiG-41 suddenly appear.
And then ISIS
Bob
invades.
starts having flashbacks.
Needs to find a new state park to take over.
I'm sure there was at least one I've taken over so far.
So this is World War I, an armored car moving past some cavalry.
And it's not doing that well.
It's probably running out of supply.
Yeah. It ran out of bratwurst first fuel tanks. I had one comment. I think it was on today, or it was yesterday or today's Supreme Ruler Ultimate series, that someone was complaining that the war with Russia was taking too long, and my only response to that was that tanks don't run on Russian blood.
Yes.
I can't just empty dead Russians out into the fuel tanks and make my trucks drive farther.
Austrian R&D is hardcore, damn.
We'll figure it out one of these days.
Yeah, really. Like, that entire war was just waiting for supply to propagate forward. Guys still walking to the Russian border.
Yeah, I mean, if whoever that was having difficulty with Supreme Ruler Ultimate and the pace of warfare in that one, they're absolutely going to hate this series.
Yeah. this is a little bit on the slower side. I mean, nobody has any trucks.
I have trucks. I researched them, so I have them now.
You finished the research already?
Yeah, trucks only. I mean, they're like it takes like 20 days to research supply trucks.
Oh, okay.
I should probably figure out supply trucks too.
I'm working on Artie.
I'm learning how to make chemical warfare shells right now.
Apparently the country which first historically used armoured cars was Belgium, which I thought was quite interesting.
Yeah, no, they're in the
France.
I remember that.
They had the Minerva.
Because in Darkest Hour, there's a World War I start, and Belgium's the only one that has armored cars off the bat, and they're a bitch. Because I remember them specifically.
Because the British and the French thought, oh, that's quite a good idea, and Germany's like, now, never catch on.
And guess who had tanks at the end of the war?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even Germany's locally produced tanks, those big monstrosity things with a crew of like 16, they built like a dozen of them.
The AFVs.
Yeah.
And the only one that's actually still surviving was captured by a was it when they were what they New Zealand or Australian unit, I think.
Somebody with a funny accent.
Yeah, one of those colonies.
One of those guys.
Currently just dismantling a bunch of the raw materials that I took from Serbia so I can finance the growth of my own industry.
I only got a dozen
Found their armored cars
deployed.
There go their armored cars.
I deployed a dozen infantry divisions to the border, so that's my entire, active military at the moment.
I kind of feel bad for Russia.
Why? Because they're fighting you alone?
Well, no, not that. It's just.
Well,
I feel like I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like I'm hitting that kid you shouldn't hit.
Bob, why don't you declare war on Russia just for shits and giggles? See what happens.
Once all my troops are in position, I might do that.
Still walking, right? That's a thing. Gotta catch up to those tanks. What are those units? Are they're towed artillery pieces. Okay.
Towed. I think we're over time.
Oh, geez, yeah, we are.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you've been enjoying. If you're watching on Twitch live, you could always follow, subscribe, throw some bits at us, all that fun stuff. You can find links to the other perspectives provided in the description below on YouTube, and we will see all of you guys next time.
Goodbye.